Hey there, Libra. I hope this video finds you in good spirits and good health and all sorts of goodness. This is a tarot card reading for what you should know now. I'm just going to pull some cards and we'll see how it goes. So far you have the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and Three of Swords. You have the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups, and Princess or Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Discs, or Ace of Pentacles, and one more. You have the Seven of Cups. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards here just to get a message from the universe about what you should know. You have Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. And this card basically indicates that things need to get worse before they get better. A storm is kind of coming in, or is ongoing, but once the kind of worst of the storm moves out, then the air will be clean and clear. So with the Hermit, Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, kind of indicates that you've been alone for a little bit, kind of working on yourself, figuring out your inner light, and it seems that you are kind of in a place where you're co-creating with Spirit and still working through some upset, disappointment with this Three of Swords. And here with the two princesses, or the pages of Cups and Swords, it indicates a sense of wanting to look at life with a sense of newness through the eyes of a child, kind of taking the world as it comes. With the Four of Swords, though, it indicates that there is still a need to rest and recover. And then here you have the Nine of Cups, Ace of Discs, and Seven of Cups. It indicates that your wishes will be fulfilled. There will be an opportunity for prosperity, wealth, possibly a new job opportunity. And with the Seven of Cups, it gives you some different options and choices for your future. So let's kind of take a look at this. I want to see what this Ace of Cups is about. You have the Emperor, which is kind of usually a masculine energy, about power and control. I'm going to take a look at this Three of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups. So it seems that there might have been a heartbreak, some type of disappointment when it comes to your, offering your heart to someone. I'm going to clarify the Hermit. You have the Three of Cups. So it could be that you're really kind of withdrawing from social interactions and definitely just kind of working on yourself. And with the Ace of Cups clarified by the Emperor, I'm going to further clarify that. Get a sense if that is kind of your energy, like tapping into more of your masculine energy with a sense of protection, self-protection. And you have the Six of Wands. So yeah, I think it's kind of you setting yourself up, trying to set yourself up for success in the future. But here it's still kind of the fact that you're holding on to the Three of Swords. I would say that might be the indication of why the Four of Swords shows up here, is because there's still a sense of rest and healing that needs to be done, but we'll clarify that right now. What about the Four of Swords? You have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving knights. They're looking at the long-term outcome, and they're going to put in the work. They're reliable, and they're basically they learn something every step of the way. You can see here in this Knight of Pentacles, there are a lot of steps to get to the top of that mountain. So it kind of indicates that's what this rest, this Four of Swords here, it says rest at the bottom. What that card is indicating is for you to figure out what you want for yourself, for your long-term future. It would be best for you to kind of take more time for yourself. So let's clarify the Princess of Cups. You have the Five of Pentacles, and I'm going to clarify the Princess of Swords. You have the Devil card. So these two cards also could be a clue as to why the Four of Swords is here and kind of indicating more healing is going on. So in the sense of looking at the world with an open heart and seeing all the potential, having creativity, imagination, and where you can go, right now it's kind of feeling inadequate, feeling that you are kind of seeing yourself as an individual who is lacking in some way. In terms of having that sense of curiosity, wanting to learn more information, being fascinated by what you learn about yourself, about the world, you have this Devil card, and it kind of indicates a feeling of self-sabotage. So I'm going to clarify that further. You have the Four of Swords again. So it really kind of seems that whatever Three of Swords sorrow situation, sorrow is written at the bottom here, it really did impact you. So even though you might have been taking time out for yourself and kind of trying to tap into who you are and gaining that inner wisdom, that's great, and feeling that you are kind of ready to give love to yourself, to the world, to others, it's still kind of being, I don't know if the word's blocked, or energy is still being sapped by this Three of Swords experience, and that really to clear the air, to kind of go slow. And it might not be, you know, everything on the surface might seem fine, but there are kind of things that are deeply rooted where you need to kind of have a clear mind, have a good sense of, you know, energy to actually make this journey to going forward and doing things for your best and highest good for the long term. So I'm going to clarify this Nine of Cups. You have the King of Swords. So I'm getting a sense that if you go through and do this work where you are taking more time for yourself, you know, still withdrawing from whatever social circles, social media, and kind of focusing on just a good nap every now and then. Maybe taking, like, giving yourself a massage, or, you know, just sitting in the garden smelling some flowers wherever you have access to a garden. It will help you to feel that you have clarity to make that plan, and that you'll be able to kind of, whatever you decide for your future, communicating with yourself, communicating with the world. I almost see this King of Swords as a magician, you know, with the Nine of Cups. You're going to be able to have your wishes come true and kind of set your path for yourself. So with the Ace of Discs, I'm clarifying that you have the Six of Cups. So perhaps it'll help you come back to a place where maybe there's something as a child you loved to do, something that you loved to create, or when you were a child thought, maybe one day I'll be able to do this. You'll have that kind of sense of, you know, being in touch with your environment again. And with the Seven of Cups, clarify that, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is kind of working with others to highlight the skills and talent that you have. Perhaps it's, you know, going back to school. Perhaps it's starting a business with your friends when you're ready to get back into, you know, that social world. But it really does indicate you need some time for yourself to heal and clear the air of, you know, just the muck in your spiritual environment. I'm going to pull another oracle card here that says, Moth Spirit, surrender now. So I guess in terms of taking time to heal, let things go, and transform yourself into a person that is ready to kind of take on and conquer the world, it seems you need to take some time for yourself. I'm hoping that this provides some helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time. Take care.